You're listening to the investigative storytelling podcast about little-known niche interests, where every hobby has a story. I'm Leslie Thompson. It's niche to meet you. On December 23rd, 1823, a poem about Santa Claus was published. Attributed to writer Clement C. Moore, its origins are riddled with disagreement, but one thing is clear. The way we visualize Santa today begins with this poem. Because it was from this poem that illustrator Thomas Nast took his inspiration for the early cartoons of the character, and it was from those pictures that Coca-Cola Santa was born. And the rest, well, as the song says, will go down in history. The poem was called A Visit from St. Nicholas, but you might know it best as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And while the character of Santa in the poem gave to us the classic image of Santa Claus, the ones who portray the character across the world are as varied as the cultures they represent. And today, on its 201st publication anniversary, we bring to you a handful of our favorite Niche to Meet You miniseries Santas from all around the globe, from the US to Israel to the UK and Norway, in a special reading. So pour some hot cocoa, snuggle up close to the fire, and enjoy a special episode we're calling The Niche Before Christmas, a reading of A Visit from St. Nicholas, featuring our favorite Santas, Shed, Jay, Isa, Ben, True, Lincoln, Malcolm, and Robert.
'Twas the night before Christmas.
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 When all through the house,
Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care,
in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
and Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap.
Had just settled in for a long winter's nap.
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter.
Away from the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below.
And what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick.
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came.
And he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky.
Up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof.
As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and his beard on his chin was as white as snow.
The stump of a pipe he held tight to his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf.
And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself.
A wink of an eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work.
And filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk.
And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle.
And away they all flew, like the down of a thistle.
but I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight,
Happy Christmas to all!
Happy Christmas to all.
Happy Christmas to all.
Happy Christmas to
Happy
all.
Christmas to all.
Happy Christmas to all!
Happy Christmas to all. And to all, a good night.
Hey, thanks for listening to this episode. I hope you'll email us because when a new email comes in, I get so excited. Just today, I heard from someone in Malawi. Seriously. And on that note, Niche to Meet You is currently charting in Barbados. So hello to all of you down there. Email us to tell us about yourself. The link is in the show notes. And one more thing. We've recently started a partnership with our friends at the Wedgwood Circle. It'll allow us to receive tax-deductible donations. So if you or someone you know loves to financially support the work of creative media projects that are doing good things in the world, we would love for you to consider us in your giving. We've got a lot of plans for great episodes next year, and you can help us make it happen. There's a link in the show notes for more information. Well, it's been good to have you along on today's episode. Looking forward to hearing from you.